Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman.
I'm the captain.
We're at Andertons.
We are at Andertons. Today is a special day because it's a Thursday and tomorrow is Good Friday, which means we all get 4 days off. Woo!
Yeah,
well, I do
sick,
anyway.
man.
I don't think the rest of the guys in the shop do. I think they're
can't
working
even-
like dogs.
I can't even remember what weekends like because they don't happen anymore. We've got some beautiful guitars.
Beautiful.
You know what? And it's kind of
guitars.
long overdue that we reviewed these guitars because they have been available for a while.
Well, sort
Naughty
of.
us.
I mean, they've been available. So the story behind these is that our very good friends at Evenstad Music in Norway designed their own sort of Chapman take on an ML-1 last year. And then as a sort of a special treat for designing the guitar, they got the exclusive rights to sell it for the first few months.
Yes.
So they've only been in Andertons for like 2 weeks or something like that, but they may
Yeah.
have been in Evenstad for a little longer than that.
You know, they're inspired
great.
by Viking Scandinavian culture and history.
Because, of course, yes, the Vikings were well known for axe-wielding, guitar-playing dudes.
Well, also being, you know, cultured scholars and, you know, writing and sort of boat building and stuff as well as
Yes,
bloodshed.
it must be quite annoying. I suspect if you come from the sort of a Viking land to be for all Vikings to just be portrayed as this stereotypical axe-wielding.
I think it's kind of cool. But I got
they're not at all.
I got a relative now because I'm married who is studying Old Norse mythology. Carl, how you doing, buddy? And it always astounds me how deeply interesting it is. All this Old Norse mythology and how intellectual they were. Anyway,
Anyway,
a lot of
so
them died from dehydration of eating salty
Okay.
meats and getting drunk. That's good.
this is a bolt-on neck ML-1 style guitar.
Yes.
However, with now a mahogany neck rather than a maple neck,
Sapili mahogany.
an ebony fretboard, and a mahogany body, but with I would say about a 5 or 6 mil thick, 4, 5, 6 mil thick, proper quilted maple cap,
Yeah, it's a real cap. It's not a veneer. It's the serious amount of thick woodness.
which looks great.
It does look great.
They all have special Norwegian names that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce.
I'm going to attempt to pronounce mine.
Go on then.
Midgard Sormen.
Well, what about this one then?
Raw.
Could you?
I can't. Strandhook.
Oh, that's something like that.
Because Strandhook is when the Viking battle concept was to rush up to a shore and slay everyone on the beach and then go away again. And then they did like little sting raids.
guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, so this is the colour of the beach after
nice.
it's been hacked by Vikings. You know what? Interesting
Beautiful.
fact of the day. I am 4% Scandinavian.
Wow.
Found that in
Is
a-
that because you spend 5% of your time in IKEA? So anyway, and colour-wise, so you've got this beautiful red kind of colour.
Strandhook.
And I vaguely remember whether the Evenstad may even have like a burst version of this, but all the other Chapman retailers around the world will just have this red one. And then the grey, there's two versions of grey. One is this kind of honey kind of sunset.
Well, they called it
stormy.
raw. It's grey, but it's not, because it's very slightly creamy as well.
Yeah.
So it's like a creamy
like a
grey.
sort of a something in there.
Yes.
And the other one is more grey, like black grey, sort
Yeah.
of like more like the trans black kind of colour
Yes.
you get on a traditional.
Let's talk
Chapman
about
guitar.
pickups. These are Chapman humbuckers.
Covered
Very-
for the first time.
Yes.
Beautiful.
We like to cover our ladies up sometimes. And what I've noticed is they have beautiful, kind of clean, classic tones
do.
as well. Let me give you some of those. That was with the full humbucker.
Do you know what? That is the jam that you could just carry on doing forever and ever and ever.
And we probably will.
Yeah.
Now I've tapped it, and it's a different beast altogether. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm plugged into a Fender amp, so I've got a little bit more sort of chimey kind of tone maybe, but I'll just do the same pickups on all the colour guitars, you know. So. Do you know what? I got to say as well, I'm not normally a Floyd guy, but if you're going to put a Floyd on a guitar, I personally would suggest that you don't go any lower than. So what's on here is the 1000 series, and this is a Far Eastern sort of licensed Floyd. And the reason we use this is because the full German Floyd is like retails for like £300 or something. So you would never put a £300 trem system on a guitar you're trying to sell for £600. It would just be ridiculous. So this is the kind of the first, and there are cheaper versions of this Floyd Rose available.
But don't do it.
But yeah, what I love about this is, again, you know, this is very much for me. I mean, I'm not a dive bomb guy. I like to do that sort of. Just sort of showing, you know, it does hold its tuning, even though you might give it some welly, but it sounds great.
It really does. You know what? I mean, yeah, I'm Rob Chapman. This is Chapman Guitars. This is Lee Chapman from Chapman Guitars. And we're really, really proud of these.
I'm not called Lee Chapman.
No,
just,
I know,
but
I think Captain could be...
Captain Chapman.
You could say it, Captain. So it sounds a bit...
Captain Chapman.
Captain. But check this out. all the tricks
What is
that
not to like?
when you were a little kid in the 80s like me.
It's got the same kind of recessed bolt-on neck, so you may not be able to see this, but the body is a little thinner around where the neck is bolted onto the rest of it. It just gives that slightly more comfortable feel around the heel access. Easy access truss rod, so again you can just adjust it from the base of the neck rather than having to worry about the top of the neck.
Yeah.
Matching veneer on the headstock to go with the cap that's on the body.
You know what? It's a full-on pro metal, fusion, blues, rock, shred, progressive guitar. Let me give you some of the neck tones. By the way, I'm using the Andy Timmons.
As you're in love with that,
because I'm in love with that, and I'm using a JCM 800 because I'm also in love.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
Obviously, one of those. So here's the neck pickup. Now in the middle position. And now in the bridge position. Now, for my personal tastes, I'd put 11s on it and tune it down and but it's got 10s because we ship them with NYXL Didario 10s, and that's kind of what I think people should start on.
Come with a nice gig bag, the deluxe gig bag that all the Chapman guitars come with.
You know what I'd like to do? What I'd really like to do is get Rabea Masad in to have a shred on one, because it's a little bit reminiscent of Rabea's signature model.
Well, I tell you what then, in that case, I'll bow out because, he's much more the sort of the...
Well, no, we'll both bow out, but we should do the magical Rabea summoning chord, which is this.
It sounds great. White Dove.
Do White Dove.
Do you want to play with me?
If you want to see more of that, we're on tour in May.
May.
Got some cool dates. Can't wait to see you. Some unusual places too. Playing some weird places we've never played before. So it should be really cool. We should summon Lee back.
Mate, that's ridiculous.
If you buy one of these guitars, you really won't be disappointed, I promise you, because it's got my name on the headstock.
Yeah, it's a cracking guitar. It's mahogany body, so again, don't buy this guitar if what you're looking for is one of those kind of like, 6-7 pound kind of basswood
It's a heavy guitar for reasons of tone and everything that we do.
It's no heavier than a Les Paul or something like that, but it's that kind of ballpark. But it's a tone monster, and what I like about these as well, as I like with most of the ML-1 range, all of the ML-1 range really, it's visually sits in quite a wide genre of kind of, it works in a heavy rock band, and it kind of works in like a more of a fusion-y kind of thing as well. You don't sort of look at it and go, oh,
we should do?
I wouldn't turn that.
We should give Rory, who edits the videos and does a great job, a little image like this. You put yours that way.
What, the other way?
Yeah, and then you can put the words here like that.
No need to real jam out at the end there. I'm never going to be able to top what you've just done. Let's be
I didn't
fair.
do anything. I played some chords.
So there you go. These are called the ML-1 Norseman, and available from all good Chapman retailers right now. Especially Andertons, which is a particularly good Chapman retailer, even if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it is. Try the 10s, slap on some 11s, whack on some strap locks.
Yeah.
Take it easy, jam hard. I've been Chappers.
Laters.
See you there.